friends. So today I'm going to be making a recipe which I just love to eat, and I hope you enjoy it as well. So let's start with the preparations. So for this specific one, you will need exactly 1 ripe banana and 1 egg. And I use two forks, but you can use 1. These are just for flipping it, so you can use pretty much whatever you want. I find that fork's the best. You'll need 1 spoon. It doesn't have to be this big, but you just need a spoon and a big bowl. Also, prepare your plate ready for once the pancakes are done. Because once they start, you cannot go leave them and get a plate or something. So let's start. So I usually start with the mixing bowl and the banana. I simply peel the banana and then I will need one of my forks very soon, but I'm not going to use it right now. Then use my fingers and just rip the banana into little bits. They could have been, the smaller the better, but it's easier to mash them up because you need them to be mashed. Now when you're mashing them, they can have little lumps in it. I like it with little lumps because then they have bits of banana in it and it tastes yummier when you eat it. So that's just my recommendation, but you don't have to have little lumps in it. You can smash it really finely. And once you get to the very end, you might want to wash your hands because after mashing the bananas, you have little bits of banana on your hands. There. Now I will mash the banana, and I usually just run up against the side of the bowl and use the fork to squish it. This might be a bit. That's why I recommend a bigger bowl because bigger bowls have like higher sides, which is better for mashing the banana up against. And also when you mix it, you might need to tip it to the side a bit to whisk it better. Now, you don't necessarily need a fork to mix it, but that's what I just used for mashing the banana. And because then I don't really have the time to get up and get something else to whisk. And also forks are quite good for whisking as well. Now, it's okay if it doesn't look really appetizing at this point because we've just started. So gradually, I'll keep mixing. And now, eggnog pancakes aren't the easiest things to flip because you see they don't have any flour in them. They don't really grip together, which is why we have the egg, because the egg kind of, I feel like if the egg, it fries that, but it's still, so it's, because the eggs fry, it holds it together, but it doesn't matter how they look, they're still always going to taste the same. And the eggnog pancakes take quite a bit of practice to get just the perfect flip. But eventually you will get it if you eat these regularly. Regularly meaning at least every other day. So what you've learned from the first day, you still have it for the second day. So yeah. Now my bananas are mashed. I put them. I usually, whilst I mash them, I put them into a pile. But once you're done, it's good kind of to spread them out. Now time to crack the egg. I'm just going to crack it on the side of the bowl. Put my fork out of the way. Now crack my egg. Now, the egg is a really yummy part of the egg banana pancakes. Without the egg, it'd just be banana pancakes. Or actually, it wouldn't even be pancakes. You just have mashed banana. And nobody wants just mashed banana. Because mashed banana is basically the same as a normal banana, just not as yummy. And not as nutritious. Now, this doesn't look very, nice at the moment. But then I start whisking it like this. I just start whisking it. You don't have to mash the banana at the very beginning. You could mash the banana as you put the egg in, but that's just up to your decision. Now, I like to put all the banana in the egg and then whisk it, or at least start and then kind of put it in, because then it makes sure that all the banana has a bit of egg on it. So even if once you put it in, if it's just a piece of banana, at least it has a bit of egg, so you're not just cooking banana on the pan at the point. At least it'll fry a teensy bit. Now, whilst you're cooking them, make sure not to leave them on there for too long, because they'll burn otherwise, because these cook very quickly. And if you mix them, if you cook them for too long, they can burn very quickly and very easily. So it's best just to flip them earlier than to flip them later. Okay. Now I like to flip them at least 2 times. Once, almost as soon as I do it, put it on. Just so that then the bottom has enough texture that I can like push it down. And then the other time, just to get the other side to cook. And then the other time, to get the side which I flipped first to cook. Now, but as soon as I put the heating on, as soon as they're done, I like to put one small pancake just on the side there. Just so then, I put the banana there too. Just so then, when it starts bubbling, I know to put the others. Now, when it starts bubbling, you know it's time to put the others on. And these cook very quickly, like I said. So I like to put the temperature down a bit, so that then I have more time to prepare things. Now, you'll need the bowl, your plate, really soon. Now, pick up both forks in your hand, ready to flip them, because they're gonna be ready really quickly. Now, as you can see, it's starting to bubble slightly at the edge. I'm gonna wait until it bubbles a bit more, and then I'm gonna pour the others. So, yeah, as you can see, there's a bit of waiting progress, but it is fun at the end. Let me tell you, the first time you try these will be very hard, but the taste is amazing. All the hard work, it is totally worth it at the end. Now, it's bubbling a bit more, so I'm going to put the next pancake in. Now, I have a very small pan, but bigger pans are on one hand better, but on the other hand not. Because it's better because you can fit more pancakes in one time, but it's not as good because because every time I use a big pan, I burn myself, and I don't want you guys to burn yourselves trying to make some of the yummiest pancakes I've tried. So yeah, you see now I'll get the forks and start pressing around on some of them, checking if they're ready to flip. I'm gonna wait on that one a bit longer. It should be loose enough that you can like jiggle them around a bit, but then not so loose that actually that one's ready to come off. So I'll just use my forks and gently go under it and flip it. That wasn't the prettiest flip, but still, at least it was one. And see, it's enough that I can still put my fork in, that it doesn't just ooze. This one, the first one, I think is ready to flip. Yeah, it's ready to flip. You don't always need 2 forks, you can just use one. Oh, look at that beautiful brown. You need to zoom in on that. Yeah, that's quite nice. That's the type of color we need. Maybe a bit lighter, but still, that's the type of color we're looking for when we're flipping these egg banana pancakes. There we go. That's one of the best ones. You can keep the same shape, not like this one where you ooze on the edge a bit, but like these. I didn't ooze. Okay, this one might have been not the best, but this one's really good. You keep its shape stays the exact same. Let me try this one. Actually, I'll take it off from a different angle. There we go. That's quite good. There we go. I'm just going to wait on these. Now this one's quite a bit white, so I'm going to flip it another time, a bit later. But these ones, because they're quite goldeny, I won't flip them again. I'll probably just flip them once for 2 seconds, a bit later, so I know if the other side is done. Push that one down a bit more so it cooks a bit better. Oh, that one's about ready to come out. Now, they start bubbling a bit more when they're ready to come out. And see, that one's a perfect one. That's one of my best. Alongside with this one. And that one. Now, once you take them out, you can always put them back in. But that's not the best thing, to take them out and then put them right back in. I'll just do the others. Now, when you do them, don't put them too close to each other. Otherwise, when you flip them, they could touch each other. And that's not very good. And you're going to have a humongous pancake. And the humongous ones are really tricky to flip. That's why I do them really, really tiny. Otherwise, it'll be really, really hard to flip them. You should be ready about quite soon, so I'll just flip you one more time. Just have a look. That's about the color we're looking for. That's okay. That's actually okay. I'm gonna leave you a bit longer. What about this one? Is this one ready? Yeah, this one's about ready. Now, I'm gonna check back with you in quite a little bit. So now, this one might have been a bit big. Now I'm gonna have to move that one a bit. So I'm gonna arrange them a slightly bit different because I made that one a bit big. There we go. I'm gonna make one more because these two are a bit big. I'm gonna make a tiny one right there. There we go. This one should be about ready to come out soon. So I'm just gonna have a look at the other side. Yeah, it can come out. I'm gonna put it in with the rest of mine. Now, when you're cooking them, circle shapes are the best. But if you can't get exactly a circle, that's okay. The more close to a perfect circle, the better. They can also be quite small, but it's okay. But that's okay if they're really tiny. Let's make them really easy to flip. The tiny ones actually might be ready to flip. Ooh, that was not quite ready, so I'll put them back with this other half. And this one looks about ready. Actually, I'm gonna flip that one. There we go. Now, when to put these egg banana pancakes is a bit of a tricky decision, but they should be easy enough that you can like put the fork underneath them, and it doesn't. It should be like you shouldn't rip it apart completely. A bit like that one day because I tried to put that one too soon. Because once when I had a thin pancake, like a bit like this one, I flipped it really soon because it cooked really quickly. But this one didn't cook as quickly. Now this one is going to come out really quick soon. This big one might be a bit of a tricky one to flip because of how big I made him. There you go. It ripped in half because it was kind of hard to flip, but that's okay if they do, because then you get 2 pancakes. You get more. I'm now on the very last pancake, and when you get close to the end, switch off your heat so that then because the pan will still stay hot and your pancakes will still cook even though the heat is off. Now here is just how many pancakes you get from exactly 1 banana and 1 egg. And yeah, and now I will try one for myself. It's delicious. It's just, how can I explain it? It's so yummy. Now, I hope you enjoy. And don't forget, if you ever try these, put your pan on a low temperature when you start, so that then your pancakes don't cook and don't burn when you're cooking them. Now, bye. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe. Now, bye-bye.